Panic erupts. Ex Kai and Tan Songyun criticized after announcing they will settle in South Korea the moment the news broke. The internet froze. No warning. No leaks. No subtle hints. Just one explosive announcement from Kai and Tan Songyun. They were leaving China and settling permanently in South Korea. And within minutes, chaos erupted. The world stops and then explodes. It started innocently. A short clip from a post-shoot fan meet. The two were seated close, faces tired but glowing, still dressed in their drama costumes. Kai had leaned toward her, whispering something that made Tan Songyun laugh softly. Then came Tan Songyun's gentle voice, casual. Too casual. We're planning to move to South Korea for a while. Maybe longer. Kai nodded. We want a quieter life. Somewhere new. Somewhere peaceful. A single sentence. But the impact? Earth-shattering. Fans screamed. Comment sections combusted. News outlets scrambled. And within an hour, a storm of criticism hit them like a tidal wave. The backlash begins. Loud, angry, relentless. Some netizens accused them of abandoning their roots. Others claimed they were running away to hide their relationship. A few even twisted it into a conspiracy involving Yu Minglong's mysterious death. And then the most vicious comment went viral. They should stay where they came from. South Korea doesn't need them. Tan Songyun saw it. She didn't say a word, just lowered her phone, lips trembling. Kai saw her reaction. His entire expression changed. Gone was the gentle co-star. Gone was the playful teasing. What remained was a man on the edge, a man who would burn the world down if it meant protecting her. Kai snaps back. Harder than anyone expected, he grabbed his phone, opened Weibo, and typed with fierce precision, "If protecting the woman I love offends you, unfollow. We choose peace. Our life is ours." The post detonated online. Some fans cheered wildly. Others demanded he delete it. Anti-fans twisted it as proof that their relationship was more serious than ever. But Kai didn't care. He didn't retract a single word. The secret moment behind closed doors. Later that evening, reporters gathered outside their building. Paps swarmed the gates. Helicopter drones hovered above their balcony. Inside, the lights were off except for a soft lamp. Tan Songyun sat on the sofa, hugging her knees. Her eyes were red, completely drained. Kai sat next to her, not touching her, just watching her breathe, as if memorizing each rise and fall. Finally, she whispered, "Did we make a mistake?" Kai didn't hesitate. No, his voice was low, rough, shaking with emotion. The mistake would be living for them instead of for us. Her breath hitched. Just for a second. He reached out, slowly, carefully, and wiped a tear from her cheek. "If South Korea is the only place we can breathe freely, then we go. Even if the world hates us." Her eyes met his. The room fell silent, unbearably intimate. It was in that moment that the entire controversy transformed from a public scandal into a private vow. But what no one knew was this. Their decision wasn't sudden. It wasn't impulsive. It wasn't reckless. It was tied to something bigger, something darker, something connected to Yu Minglong's death, their baby's safety, and a threat that had never been revealed to the public. A truth waiting to explode. A secret that, once exposed, would shake the entertainment industry to its foundation. And this announcement, this move to South Korea, was only the beginning. The backlash didn't fade overnight. It grew, spreading like wildfire across every corner of the internet. News outlets released panel discussions. Commentators dissected every second of Kai and Tan Songyun's announcement. Fan pages split into two, those who supported them and those who were furious. Inside their apartment, the chaos outside felt unbearably close. Even with the curtains shut and all lights off, they could hear the distant hum of waiting reporters, the snapping of camera shutters, the low murmur of voices speculating about their motives. Tan Songyun sat on the floor this time, leaning against the wall as exhaustion weighed her down. Her hair was still damp from the shower. Her voice was barely a whisper. "Kai, maybe we should clarify the reason we're moving. Explain it's not what they think. Soo Kai, pacing a few steps away, froze. He turned slowly, his expression dark, not angry, but hurt. Explain? To who? His voice came out low, the kind of quiet that carried more intensity than shouting. She swallowed. To everyone.
His jaw tightened.
Everyone? The same everyone who has been attacking you since morning. She looked away, unable to meet his eyes. He knelt in front of her, lifting her chin gently. Songyun, look at me. She did, reluctantly, but she did. We don't owe strangers our life story. We don't owe them our reasons. We don't owe them our love. Her eyes glimmered with unshed tears. But before she could respond, a sudden flash of bright white light burst through the curtains. Another paparazzi drone. Her body flinched. Soo Kai's arm instantly wrapped around her, pulling her close, shielding her as if the drone were a physical threat. That's it. His voice trembled with anger. We're moving up the timeline. We're leaving sooner. She pressed a hand to his chest. Soo Kai, if we rush, it'll create more suspicion. But he wasn't hearing it. I don't care about suspicion. I care about you. The explosion of the anti-XUKI trend the next morning. A new hashtag overtook social media. Hashtag stay in China or quit. It was brutal, aggressive, unforgiving. Another headline went viral. Soo Kai and Tan Songyun betray their fans, choosing Korea over their own country? Producers panicked. Brand managers contacted their teams. One endorsement even hinted at reconsidering future cooperation. In the middle of their living room, Soo Kai stared at his phone, each notification hitting him like a blow. Meanwhile, Tan Songyun quietly made tea in the kitchen, moving slowly, her motions fragile. Soo Kai approached her, took the mug from her hands, and forced her to sit. Don't read any comments today. His voice was firm. She gave a weak smile. I won't. I just wish they knew we weren't running away. The words hit him like a knife. He pulled up a chair, sat close enough that their knees touched. We're not running, Songyun. We're choosing peace. She inhaled sharply. But why does it feel like we're choosing pain instead? The question silenced him. He reached for her hand, threading his fingers through hers. And then came the part he almost never said out loud. I'm scared too. Her head snapped toward him. You? He nodded slowly, squeezing her hand. I'm scared that staying here will destroy us. I'm scared that the media frenzy will never end. I'm scared that someday you'll look at me and wish you'd chosen someone quieter, safer. Tears rolled down her cheeks instantly. She shook her head violently. Never say that. Never. He leaned forward, pressing his forehead to hers. Then we fight this together. The secret recording that changed everything just when they thought the backlash couldn't get worse. Someone leaked a private voice recording. A distorted audio clip. Tan Songyun's voice, soft, trembling. Soo Kai's voice, intense, emotional. The clip was incomplete, taken out of context, but powerful enough to ignite another explosion online. Tan Songyun. Did we make a mistake? Soo Kai. No. The mistake would be living for them instead of for us. It spread across platforms in seconds. People reacted as if their privacy didn't matter, as if they were characters in a drama rather than real human beings navigating real pressure. The clip sparked new headlines, confession or escape plan. Netizens analyzed Soo Kai Tan Songyun's emotional conversation. The internet dissected every breath, every pause, every tone. Inside their apartment, Soo Kai threw his phone onto the sofa in frustration. Who recorded this? Tan Songyun's voice was barely audible. Someone in the building or maybe the staff. I don't know. His fists clenched. He stormed toward the balcony, yanked the curtains aside, and stared down at the crowd of reporters waiting like predators. Tan Songyun rushed after him and grabbed his arm. Soo Kai, stop. Don't go out. Please. He looked back at her, eyes burning, jaw tight. They've crossed every line. She didn't argue. She simply slipped her hand into his. That single touch grounded him. He took a deep breath, another, and slowly stepped back inside. We need to leave this environment. Tan Songyun whispered. Not for them. For us. He pulled her into his arms, firm, protective, desperate. Then we leave. And we don't look back. The final straw that evening, they received a message from their building's management. For safety reasons, you are advised to temporarily relocate. Not because they'd done anything wrong, but because crowds were forming outside, angry crowds. People holding signs. People recording live streams. People shouting accusations. Tan Songyun stared at the message, stunned. We're being pushed out. Su Kai cupped her face with both hands. Then we walk out on our own terms. Her eyes filled again. He forced a smile, softening his tone. We're not being kicked out. We're choosing where we want to belong. She leaned her forehead against his chest. As long as it's with you, his arms tightened around her. It will always be with me. They didn't know it yet, but their decision to leave, their loyalty to each other, their defiance against the world, was about to lead to a discovery that would shock both countries and tie directly into the darkest secrets surrounding Yuminglong's death.